Once they're doll maker, they're pretty much done.
I can't leave the domain without Sir Radzig's permission.
Yeah.
Found the edge of the map, apparently. I don't know where the hell I am. I'm so lost. Just training. I'd love to do some training with our bow.
Can you teach me to be a better archer?
Are you pulling my pizzle? You want me to teach you after what you did?
You're asking me to surrender? Is that what you're asking me? You're after the wrong guy if you're looking for a surrender. Well, that's very, very slowly come down to us.
Admiring the view, my arse. If you ever want to see another view again, I suggest you answer my question.
Ha! I've been more impressively threatened by my sister's baby.
Well, we threatened to skewer him, and he said that he wasn't threatened, so someone gets kidnapped in the middle of the city, and the policeman's just like, ah, ain't my problem.
All of you
This one's got a shield, that's gonna be a big problem.
What are you doing here? Oh.
Or not.
Kill me here and now.
Sounds good to me. So I'd prefer to just do this alone. I don't think we need his help. I enjoyed just killing myself anyway. I don't need his help. I'm happy to go kill 30. I mean, you saw what I did in Privislovich. This is quite the haul. Oh my. It's like Christmas. Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Last time we killed a whole bunch of humans. And I think this time we're going to continue the main quest line. We currently have a quest to go give Ulrich's documents to Master Fayfair. So we'll do that. That's in Rattay. And on our way to do that, we're going to stop and do our friends in Sasau, Matthew and Fritz from the prologue, if you remember them, are looking for work, and they think that Teresa at the mill in Rattay might know. So we'll go talk to Teresa on our way to go talk to Sir Tobias. And we're still waiting on this pestilence quest. When this clears up, we'll immediately, assuming we're not busy with something else, we'll go. I want to know how this turns out, so we're gonna check on that as soon as we can. But we just have to wait right now. So
Yeah.
But that's what we're doing today. Let's get into it. Well, I got a bit turned around on our way, and we wound up at the alchemist near Ushitz. I think that's who this is. Yeah.
God preserve.
I want some spiderweb though, so if she has some, I'd love to stop and grab it. She does not. She didn't have the cobwebs, but we are going to grab a couple of the rare herbs, and we're also going to grab this book that she had as well. Well, I found our way to Ushitz. It's not where I was trying to go. We're trying to head to Rattay, but we'll head a different way than I originally planned. The scribe here in Ushitz has primer 2. We're going to go ahead and pick that up while we're here.
Can we?
Since we got so sidetracked from our original path that I wanted to take, we're actually pretty close to these bandits over here, east of Ushitz, so we're going to grab these on our way back to Rattay. I'll go ahead and kill these guys real quick. There they are. Close, but not quite. That was a hit. And a kill. I don't think we've aroused the rest, so I'm going to loot this one real quick. See one way up there. That looks like the captain. Okay, 1, 2. Both sword shield guys. I'd say we shoot for the one sitting. It'll be easier to hit him because he's not moving. I hit his shield on his back. We're going to try and go this way. Oh, there's one back there even. I hear a dog as well. That's really annoying. Oh, someone sees us. That one does. Tried to hit him. We didn't quite get it. The dog's the biggest problem right now.
I'm back.
I didn't get the dog. You can block the dog if you time it right, but I didn't get it. Luckily, these idiots are just dancing right now. God damn, I hate it when they're behind me. I can't see. Just regain stamina, keep our composure. We just need to get a doll maker. That's a doll maker probably. Go this way. Yep, we got a doll maker. Should be good now. Okay, we got a dead guy. I'm gonna kill this one. He's got master strikes, damn. Let's just keep an eye out. I don't see any more. This guy's a threat, but he's not that much of a threat. Once they're doll maker, they're pretty much done. I haven't seen any more guys. I think we're gonna just call it and leave. We'll continue our journey to Rattay.
Yeah.
I heard something.
Yeah.
Must be nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Must have been the wind. Oh no, here they are. They were ahead of us. Humans and guards, I think?
Well, I never. The pig turns up willingly for this.
Hey, keep up.
I don't know where you think you're going.
While you have the chance.
Again.
What have we got here?
Dead human.
Great. You're going to cry now?
I'll stealth kill him if he stays still long enough. There we go. Just middle of combat, grab him and stab him. Cool. Good job, boys. We got him. Okay, they're all dead and looted. Let's move on.
I can't leave the domain without Sir Radzig's permission.
Yeah.
Found the edge of the map, apparently. I don't know where the hell I am. I'm so lost. I'm just trying to go in a straight line and find something, but I guess we're on the edge. I think we're in the woods south of Usha. It's probably on the eastern edge. So maybe this direction's the right direction? Okay, I kind of know where we are. We're at the river. It's like halfway south. We're on the eastern bridge. This should work. I think we're going to make our Padfoot potion very soon, and it needs, if I remember right, Eyebright and chamomile. And then the cobweb, of course. The cobweb we have to purchase or find as like loot. But the Eyebright and chamomile we can just get off the ground if we see it. And I saw some Eyebright, or not, I saw some chamomile here that we're going to grab on our way back. No luck finding Eyebright on our journey, but I can stop at our house here on our way. And we probably have some in our house. We have cobweb in our house. That's awesome. No, we don't have any Eyebright. Interesting. He has 5 Eyebright. We'll take those. We'll take all his cobwebs because they're kind of rare. We're also going to take the Nighthawk potion recipe. That gives us night vision. So we're just going to take all the usual stuff and a couple extra things for 999.9 groschen. Okay, we're going to make some Padfoot potions. We got all the stuff now, finally. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Chamomile's sensitive to heat. Bam! Padfoot potion. We now have 14 Padfoot potions. That's awesome. That'll allow us to pick chests. It'll allow us to sneak better. It'll just allow us to do a bunch more sneaky stuff if we want to. The other thing I want to make is Nighthawk, but we need some cave mushroom. Belladonna. Oh, we used all the Eyebright. Damn it. Okay, I guess we can't make Nighthawk right now. We'll have to keep an eye out for Eyebright, or we'll have to buy more when he's in stock again. Do you have any money armor?
I am honored. God be with you.
11,000. He has a ton of money. Awesome. There's an Auchendark Brigandine that we looted that's like a variant slightly different than ours that has the exact same defenses, exact same charisma, but it's slightly better stealth, and you can see it's slightly darker as well. Wait, where'd it go? Yeah, it's 3 less conspicuousness and like 3 less noise. So we're gonna switch to that. Oh, it's $5,000 of armor that we're selling, including our old Brigandine that we spent a bunch of money repairing. We'll have to repair this new one, but it'll be worth the change.
See now.
86.50, that's awesome.
Make it quick.
This guy should take the bows. Yeah, he's got $800 and he's an archer guy, so he'll take him. Before we leave this guy, he's got he has training. I'd love to do some training with our bow.
Can you teach me to be a better archer?
Are you pulling my pizzle? You want me to teach you after
What?
what you did here?
Bye.
Bro, I didn't do nothing. I'm a good guy. What is our reputation with him? 28? Yeah, he doesn't like us. Do you have any work for me?
Any work for me here by any chance?
That depends. How's your hearing?
What?
I said, how's your hearing?
It's perfectly fine. You don't have to scream at me. I mean, why are you asking?
Because there is this one little job going. But I need someone who knows the area well and has good ears.
Sure.
I ought to be able to handle that.
Fine. So here's the problem. My friend is a birder, and he left a few rare nightingales with me for safekeeping. They're good to trade. Rich gentlemen hang them caged up in their chambers. It keeps their wives from fretting when they're off drinking and wenching.
I see.
The trouble is the nightingales are gone. I don't know how, but the birds have flown.
Hang on, surely you're not asking me to go flapping around looking for birds?
Not exactly. Luckily, their wings are clipped, so they won't be far, and the watchman in the tower told me they headed off toward Vranik. I have traps prepared. It should be easy enough to catch them in those.
Fine, but how will I know where to put the traps?
I hear they like pine woods, and there's a pine-covered hill just before Vranik.
Right, a bloody great wood.
That's just why you need to listen out. Nightingales have a distinctive song. When you hear it close by, you set a trap on the spot. They kept twittering away the whole time they were here, so I can remember the tunes. I'll sing them to you.
I can't wait.
It went something like this.
What? People keep birds like that in their houses? It's like the sound a cat makes when you pull it by the tail.
You know how it is. The gentry's got all manner of odd tastes. The question is, can you remember it?
Can you repeat that?
Of course. Remember it now?
So we gotta remember that sound.
Yes, I'll remember.
Right. Here are the traps. Don't forget, once you hear a nightingale, set a trap nearby. He ought to be caught in it after a while.
We'll do that.
Sure.
He's still 28, so he's still not gonna train us. But maybe after we do this quest to like us more. We're not gonna do that right now, but we will do that at some point when we're in that area. I got very sidetracked. Off to Tobias. Tobias is in the South Castle. Here? There he is.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
Master Fafar, I need to speak with you. I found out something about the counterfeit coin.
Did you really? Do tell.
Close to Rovna, I came across a wagon that was transporting the false coins. Unfortunately, I came too late. The carter and his men were dead.
Damn and blast. Do you know who did it?
Yes. A certain knight turned up there. Turned out he was also after the forgers.
Well, that is indeed unexpected. Tell me, what did he say?
His name is Ulrich. He looked like a knight, but he refused to show his master's colours.
Ulrich, you say? Could be anyone. Can you describe him?
An older man with a moustache. But for all his grey hairs, he seemed pretty tough to me.
Doesn't match anyone I've heard of. But then we don't even know if Ulrich is his real name.
I asked him who his liege was, but he refused to tell me.
We live in such strange times. In days past, knights would vie with each other to see who could extol their liege's name the loudest. And today, they take assumed names, hide their emblems, and sneak around the land like thieves.
I got the impression he was hiding his identity because his master's at odds with Sir Radzig.
That may well be. As a staunch supporter of the king, Sir Radzig has many enemies.
He told me that the fake money was being taken to Passau in exchange for gold coins. Then that real money was being brought back to the Bohemian lands.
That would explain why those fakes bear the Passau countermark.
His master is allied with the Passau alderman, and they told him to sort it all out.
I wonder who could be behind it all.
He gave me these documents to show you. He seemed to think they prove he was telling the truth. They're the records of the interrogations in Passau, and some other things he said you'd understand better than him.
Let me see. We, the aldermen of the city of Passau. Interrogation held this day. Put to pen by the quaestor. The place of origin is a monastery in the land of Bohemia. Which certainly confirms my suspicion that something underhand is going on in Sasso. Coin assay report. Copper core coated with amalgam. Ah, but this is interesting. Here's an outline description of how the forgeries are made. I'll have to study it more closely. We command Herr Ulrich to investigate and let no man stand in his way. This looks like the original safe conduct. It has the seal of the Passau alderman, but they certainly didn't pen this.
How do you know?
I recognize the hand. It's a Clement of Capets, the high scribe of the Rosenbergs.
The Rosenbergs is who he works
The
for.
Rosenbergs? Who's that?
A rich and powerful family in South Bohemia. Burgrave Henry III is a great rival of our King Wenceslas.
So what does all this mean?
Well, it certainly explains why your knight is so mysterious. Anyway, we should be careful. And we shall begin our investigation. The documents show they use silver amalgam for coating copper fakes. That's a lead we can follow.
What?
Silver amalgam. It's produced from quicksilver and silver.
Well, that doesn't sound like something just anyone can get hold of.
You're quite right. You will go to Sasso at once. Look around the forges in the city. Someone must be working copper for them. I, meanwhile, will take counsel with Sir Radzig and then follow after you.
Where shall we meet?
At the inn on Sasso Market Square. God be with you.
Looks like we're heading back to Sasso. We got a main level perk I saw there. What do we have left? These are all meh. Like, most of these are actually, like, actively bad. Like, I don't like ascetic very much myself. I like getting hungry because it allows me to drink potions. I don't like manly odor because it screws up your stealth skill. And we already persuade women really well anyway. I don't like Night Rider because it screws up your daytime stam regen, and I don't go out at night. I sleep when it's nighttime. I don't like Wanderer because we're wealthy. We have like 20,000 gold, so like we're not going to be sleeping in like sleeping bags. We're going to be sleeping in like fancy beds most of the time. Renegade brand isn't actively negative at the very least, but I don't go to jail very often, so it's a very neutral thing to me. And then Scholar again is actively negative because it's lowering your strength and warfare skills, which is bad. So we'll take Renegade brand because it's literally the only one left that's not actively negative. It's like neutral at best, but it's at least it won't hurt us. But that's probably our last main perk. I don't think we're going to take any of the rest of these. Looks like the situation is not cleared up in Marhoyad. So I think the next thing we'll do on our way back to Sassau is we're going to stop at the Rattay Mill to talk to Teresa about Matthew and Fritz and see if we can find them work. Okay, we're back at the mill. I also stopped at the bathhouse and cleaned us up a little bit. See if she knows anything.
Oh, Henry of Skalitz, the glorious victor of the Rattay tourney.
That's me. Guess we'll just talk to her first. We haven't seen her in a while.
So, how have you been?
I can't stop thinking about Skalitz.
I know. It was hell. But life has to go on. Why not clear your head and try to forget about it? At least for now.
What do you mean?
Do you feel like a walk?
That's not a bad idea. It's getting too late now. But if you pick me up during the day, I'll be glad to take a walk with you.
As her ladyship commands?
You jester.
Okay, so we'll take her for a walk at some point. We're not gonna, obviously we're not gonna do that now. It's too late. Let's do this one.
Matthew and Fritz send their regards.
They survived. My God, I'm glad. They helped me out a lot. And where did you see them?
In Sasau. I bumped into them in front of the tavern. Where else?
And how are they doing?
They're doing fine. The monks brought them back to health. But they don't have work, and they're in debt. You wouldn't happen to know of any jobs going for two lazy carpenters?
Not here. And I think it will be the same in all of Rattay. It's overcrowded with refugees, and they're all looking for work.
That's bad. Those two need work badly. To keep them out of mischief. You know what they're like.
I do indeed. Try the mills in the smaller hamlets. The miller in Ledechko is old. Maybe he could use some strong hands.
I will. Thanks.
Hey,
Okay.
lad. Don't you want a little wager on the Rattay tourney?
So they said the miller in Ledechko? That's on our way, more or less. So I guess that will be our next stop. We took a bit of a different route. There's a guy here we have a quest for. This might even be the... Is this the one we're supposed to go to? Or is this... No, this is a different miller. So there's like a miller in Ledechko. This is like a miller on the way to Ledechko. You can see where we went like around the river and we're like right here. But we have a quest to give this guy a ring that we got off a corpse like forever ago. We're going to finally give him that ring since we're passing by.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Miller Peshek from Rattay sent me with this ring for you.
A ring?
Here it is.
Useless fucking bauble. You must be Henry, right? Peshek told me about you.
What the... Why did you throw it away? Do you know how much trouble I had to get it? Peshek said it was important to you.
Like I said, it's a piece of junk. It was just a test to see if you've got the balls to work for the miller. It's a custom of ours, testing fledglings in the trade with a nice little wild goose chase. We need to see if you'll be hobbled by pointless principles, or if you're willing to use your head. Congratulations. You passed the test, and now we'll have a few jobs for you.
Okay, so we can come here to get jobs. I don't really want to do that right now. We can also sell him stuff. We can also ask him about Matthew and Fritz. We'll see if he has any work.
Is there any work here for carpenters?
Are they locals?
From Skalitz?
Then no. I only take in people I know.
Okay.
Take care now.
Well, we finished that quest. We could get another quest from him, but it's like a theft quest. You have to like steal things. We're not like a non-criminal, but we're not like a full criminal either. We're like a half criminal. I'm not really a big fan of like stealing. It's not that not that I'm above it morally. It's more of like, I don't see it as being worth it. Like killing someone and like taking all their things is not considered theft in this game. So it's like easy and safe and fun. Whereas stealing things when they're still alive is more risky. Door's locked. Oh, this door's open. Hello, I'm trespassing.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Is there any work here for carpenters?
No, I'm not looking for anyone at the moment. Take care now.
They are not looking for anyone at the moment. Is that the end of that? It still marks this place for some reason. Maybe we need to ask another person here. We also got a speech XP. We should definitely use that. Like we have a new perk in that. There's 4 options. This one allows us to continue haggling if we fail haggling. I don't think we need that. I mean, I could use it to be really aggressive with haggling. But like, we're pretty good at haggling. We're pretty good with money, so I'm not really worried about that. This one, again, I don't really care. It's like, you can see your opponent's stats when you're speech checking, so you can kind of get a better idea of what things they might be weak against. But not too worried about that. Trusty middleman is like, you can sell stolen stuff to anyone, I think is essentially what it means. We don't steal that much. I think we're going to take Silver Tongue. I could interpret, the way I interpret this is that it temporarily boosts your speech XP while you're haggling. So like, you know, we effectively have 12 plus 4, so we have like 16 speech. But while we're haggling, we might get like +2 and effectively have 18. And it would just allow us to haggle a little more aggressively and not fail. That's the way I interpret it. But I've seen people online interpret this skill as increases the speech XP you get when haggling, basically. Like, effectively, when you haggle, you normally get like +1 XP per haggle or something. And if you get this perk, you might get like +2 XP or something. Or, I don't know. Like, they think it's an XP boost, which I don't know if that's true, but it's probably worth getting either way. So we'll grab that now. Here we go. Here's the miller.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Teresa, the millmaid, sent me. She said you could use some help.
Some extra pairs of hands would be useful. What do you have in mind?
My friends, 2 survivors of Skalitz, are looking for work.
And why should I take them?
They're experienced carpenters.
Why not? Carpenters would be helpful. There's a lot of work here at the mill, and I'm not as spry as I used to be. Thomas, my foreman, tries his best, but he ain't up to that kind of work. But they aren't idlers and drunks, are they? I only take in people who are willing to do hard, honest work.
I'm from Skalitz, and I know them both personally. They worked in the royal mines, and their master couldn't praise them highly enough.
In the Skalitz mines? That's skillful work. I'll be glad to talk to them. Tell them I'll give them a chance. We'll talk about pay and a roof over their heads when they get here.
Take care now.
Awesome. So now we can give them the news when we go to... when we go back to Sasau, which is where we're going anyway for the main quest. So now we have 2 paths leading there, which is always nice when they line up. Okay. I guess let's head there. We're at the miller over here. We'll just take this road west and head right into Sasau, and we can turn all this stuff in. Oh, I'm so excited for KCD2. It's going to be so cool. I have some high hopes for it.
Want to earn a bit of coin? You're not averse to a bit of profit, are you?
Okay, we got a random encounter. We got an ambush.
Hey!
Are we in a fight, technically? I don't think we are yet, so I can actually potion up here. We got Buck's Blood. We got Agua Vitalis. Our sword is dull-makered. That's probably about all we need. I don't know what we're up against. Are you asking me to surrender? Is that what you're asking me? You're after the wrong guy if you're looking for a surrender. Oh, that's a combo on you. Ooh, you don't have a helmet either. Yikes. Okay, he's dead on the trail. Where did the bait go? Because he's part of this too, you know. I don't know where the bait went. No, I guess we'll loot this one and we'll see if we find him on our way to Sasau. Well, those potions were quite unnecessary. That one guy was not enough to warrant double potioning, but I didn't know what we were up against. As I've said before, it's a lot easier to brew potions than it is to reload a save because you got killed. Yeah. Potions are extremely cheap, so we might as well use them. We've arrived in Sasau. I think we'll start by going and checking on Matthew and Fritz. They're not at the gate. I see an orange marker over here, though. Yep, there's Matthew.
Nah. Tear off.
Okay,
Nice.
he's asleep at 7:59 a.m. Lazy asses. Well, fuck them. We'll just do the main quest then. Well, we have a couple of them. Speak with Ulrich is the one we're at. Let him come down to us. Very, very slowly come down to us.
So, what did Master Pfeiffer have to say?
I consulted him, and we definitely have a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Pfeiffer found out they need copper sheets for the core of the coins, and quicksilver for the the other part?
I see. They have such materials at the monastery.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the monastery complaining. They said they could not sleep at night because the blacksmith works all the time till dawn.
I see. That's certainly worth asking about. Have you heard anything else?
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Ujits. I heard him complain also. He said that he went to the monastery for quicksilver and it was all gone.
Well, that's something to follow up as well. Thanks.
Okay, got a couple more clues. Are our lazy friends awake? They are. We'll go talk to them before we head out.
The miller and Ledechko would be happy to meet you.
You really found work for us?
Of course. I couldn't bear to look at those sour faces of yours a moment longer.
Thanks, Henry. Only...
What?
The reward we talked about? Well, we haven't got 2 groschen to rub together.
Nah, that doesn't matter. You'll pay me when you have it.
That we will. Stop by and visit us in a week. We'll pay you back as soon as we get our first wage.
What does he train? He trains in stealth.
I'd like you to teach me how to be better at stealth.
Certainly.
I might pay for that.
I'd like to practice the basics.
Alright, but it'll cost you.
Being sneaky is useful.
Isn't that Since it's...
You're right.
Goddamn right I am. Yeah.
Agreed.
Cool. We got a new level and a new perk in stealth. Currently 8. Ooh, Slim Fit's a good one. Lowers noise of armor and equipment by 20%. We'll take that. That's a good one. It's a really good one. I don't know if we've repaired this chestplate yet either, but we're down to 9 noise. I feel like we haven't, because if we had, it would have been lower than 9. But when we repair this chestplate, once it takes damage and stuffing takes effect, that's probably going to drop almost to 0, which is amazing. And I think our shoes have 12 noise. I know there's a pair of boots that have 0 noise, so we could switch to like silent boots. And we could probably get silence with like really good armor and really good charisma. It's going to be great. Talk to Master Fresco Painter. Well, Master Fresco's right here. We'll talk to him. That's an easy one.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
I hear you've had some problems with the supply of quicksilver.
Problems? I should say so. For the 3rd time this month they've told me they've none. There's no quicksilver to be had, they said.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous git.
Surely such valuable material can't just vanish. Where can it be?
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red paint, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never arrived, and another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed. Then it went astray somewhere.
And you think they're lying?
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same thing goes missing. There's bad luck and then there's something else.
What do you need quicksilver for?
Red paint.
I don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me. I'm painting the church in Ujits. Can you imagine how stupid those biblical scenes look without red?
Not really.
Then be glad you can. My eyes hurt just to imagine it.
That's all I need to know for now.
Ah. But wouldn't you care to buy something before you go? Or play a game? I really need some money. I've been waiting here a while and my stay's getting expensive.
What do you sell?
Why not? Show me what you have to offer.
Take care now.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah, I'll buy a book on drinking. I'll even buy some booze too. Hell yeah.
Can we do...
Well...
It's better I do this than play dice. If I play dice with him, he's just going to lose more money. Looks like we're heading to the Overseer's office in the monastery to continue the investigation. So we shall head there.
Yeah.
I think the office is up here if I remember right. It's either this or I guess it's in here. Here it is. There's the Overseer and there's the Hand. We'll start with the Overseer.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
I'm looking for some quicksilver. Would you have any on hand?
Talk to my assistant. He deals with such
Okay.
trivial matters.
Fine, thank you.
Farewell.
I guess I'm talking to you.
Honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
The Honorable Knight.
I'm here on behalf of the master fresco painter. He said you sent him away empty-handed 3 times already.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't.
Curious.
Can't you? In the Sasau monastery? That seems unlikely. It looks more like you're lining your own pockets to me. I wonder what people would have to say about that.
It's not. I'm not. Oh, shit.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon. Directly to the office. The Overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night, it was. Without a crest. Armed. He called himself Sir Jezhek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota. A scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery. That they'd have me thrown out and beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before then?
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
Very well. Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
I guess we're gonna go meet these guys by a tree is what it sounded like. Oh, right there. There's a tent right there. And there's a guy here. Perfect. Who would you happen to be? Bandit.
Why are you just sitting around?
Why not? Admiring the view. People just do not appreciate a lovely view these days.
True that.
Does the name Rapota ring any bells for you?
Rapota, you say? Rapota. No. I can't hear any bells ringing at all.
Admiring the view, my arse. If you ever want to see another view again, I suggest you answer my question.
Ha! I've been more impressively threatened by my sister's baby.
Fuck you.
You probably should have... Oh, wow. He's not even going to fight us.
Look, you little jester. I'm investigating a crime against the king on the direct orders of Sir Radzig. Are you really going to keep pretending you don't know anything?
Hang on! What's all this about a crime against the king? I'm just keeping an eye on things. When a wagon comes in, I make sure nobody robs it. I get a commission for that, that's it.
See? That didn't hurt a bit. Where's Rapota?
I don't know. He's been staying in town lately. He hardly ever shows up here. It seems he's keeping an eye on someone there. I don't know who.
Who comes to fetch them?
I don't know. Some people. They don't speak, just look mean. Take the goods and go.
Thanks. Hope the scenery keeps you entertained.
Well, we threatened to skewer him, and he said that he wasn't threatened, so he's skewered now.
Is that the best you can do?
I didn't even see this guy.
You'll get what for.
well landed. Depart!
Did. Got a couple more kills. Their names are Bandit, so I don't feel too bad about killing them. There we go. It's damaged, so yeah, it did go down. Our noise is down to 4 after repairing our chest plate. That's awesome. That's crazy good for having like full armor. We just need to change these boots out and we could have 0 noise with full armor, which is absurd. Next quest is to go speak to Master Fayfair. Looks like he's right in front of the church in the middle of town. Pestilence is still waiting. Right in this building.
Mind for Christ's sake!
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Why?
I don't want to alarm our prey. Gossip spreads quickly, and if those scoundrels learn we're onto them, they'll flee.
That does make sense.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
I have, but I didn't find anything interesting.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rapota.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. And there's a man I know who works at the monastery yard, Master Engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something. That's all.
God be with you.
I don't know why he's hiding and asking me not to tell people about him. I feel like there's something weird going on there. Oh well. I guess we're off to the engraving workshop. It's like right there. I know where that is roughly. Actually, yeah, I do know where that is. Okay. Let's head over to here. There we go.
My respects to you.
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there. You need something, my boy?
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. We're engraving, of course.
Yeah, but engraving what? And what's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal. Here in the monastery, it's mostly about decoration.
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone. Which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The 5th scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague. Or so his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high. Or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportions.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
I don't really know what you mean, at all.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest. As though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest?
The chest might have something.
Something like that.
May I ask why?
I have a message for him.
A message? Who would be interested in that wastrel? Other than his furious and deeply disappointed master, of course. About your question, you'll find him at home. No doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cellar.
Ah, thank you. Does Florian have any enemies?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular rage.
A woman from the baths? What did she do?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but on that occasion I made an exception.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bath-maid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly, although one would have thought they'd be used to that sort of thing at the bathhouse.
Oh.
Thank you. I'll leave you to your work.
God be with you.
So I guess we have to question Florian. Talk to Florian. He's at his house in the baker's basement, I believe they said. And the Madam of the Bath also might have information. And they mentioned his chest. I believe he meant the chest in here. There's a lock just here, here, and here. Very hard on that one. This is probably the one that I need to get in. I mean, I could pick that with our Padfoot potions, but with him right there, it wouldn't be a good idea. So we'll leave that alone for now. Let's pursue the other leads first. We're gonna start with the bathhouse.
What are you here for?
I hear you're at odds with apprentice Florian.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther.
They took her.
Poor girl. I shudder to think what's become of her.
What exactly happened?
That sounds bad.
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I didn't see the harm, so I sent her in to him. And suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
Florian?
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian
Okay.
that when he wises up, he'll get the girl back.
Gotcha. I thought Florian kidnapped her. No, someone kidnapping her because Florian and her had a thing or
I
something.
assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain, and if they don't, they're relatives. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip heads.
Where can I find this Florian?
The baker's
I'd
basement,
like to
I would
ask him a
assume?
few questions.
He works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard. And if he's not there, he'll be holed up like the rat he is in the cellar he rents from the baker. He's afraid of me, for sure.
Yeah, what about the bailiff?
What did the bailiff
Why is he not involved in this?
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine... I won't say what. I told him everything, but he says he won't do nothing about it.
How's that then?
That's crazy.
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she got. Poor girl.
Someone gets kidnapped in the middle of the city and the policeman's just like, ain't my problem.
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
That's crazy.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. I raised her and taught her and gave her a job, and now she's gone. Who knows if she's even alive?
Okay then. How about I get
I'm
a bath?
interested in your,
On the happier
services.
notes.
Uh-huh. And what do you want?
A bath.
I'm sure you... Goodbye.
Sounds like we're off to the baker's basement. Pretty small little house for him.
Good health to you.
You don't
You
look
look
sick.
quite sprightly for an invalid.
What? Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry,
and I'm making inquiries for Sir Rattay Cobbler.
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then. All right. I've been investigating counterfeit money, and the trail led me straight to you. Does the name Rapota mean anything to you?
I don't know. Maybe?
Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dies for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No evidence, just accusations.
It's got something to do with that girl, hasn't it?
How do you know?
That doesn't matter.
No, I suppose not. I didn't want to get involved, I swear. Those bastards kidnapped Esther. If I don't cooperate, they'll kill her.
I'm sorry about that.
Me too. Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise. But only if I know that Esther's safe.
What, so I'm to go searching for her in the woods?
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me. And what can puny little me do faced with those strapping great villains?
You found the perfect man for the job. They take to their heels, you'll never... I don't know what that means. I'll save her, I don't care.
Well. I'll bring back your Esther.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Yes, but then you have to tell me everything.
I will. I swear to God Almighty. Please, just bring her back to me. Nothing else matters.
Where are they keeping her?
In the Skalitz Hills. There are some abandoned cottages around the mines. That's where I saw her last. They took me there when I said they had to let me speak to her.
All right. I'll go there and try and think of something.
You're my savior.
Not yet,
Don't
but
get
I
your
will
hopes
be.
up. Anything could happen.
See you later.
Gotta wait a minute. It's gonna take me a second to save her. Or see. Okay. Oh wow, they're way north. They're like just south of Skalitz. That's gonna be a bit of a ride. Well, I guess that's where we're headed next, though. Let's get moving. We got a bit of a journey ahead of us. I think we're ready for a journey. Do I need to do anything to prepare? Probably not. Nah. Yeah. We're all prepared. Let's just get out of here. Yeah. Across 2 bridges. We took a right. Let's see where we are. So we took this road. We crossed 1 bridge, 2 bridge. We just took a right. We're like right here. We want to take a left at the fork. I don't know. Somehow we gotta get up here. That's gonna be confusing. I guess we just want to like take the left at the fork and then turn left as soon as possible, and then just go like 90 degrees to the path. Just kind of cut through everything. I think they're holding Esther up here. I think we're getting close to it. Yep, we just found a camp and we're in the zone now. We're just going to use our normal strategy. Slowly push in. Take pot shots at people. Kill them, you know, one by one. Is our sword poison? Actually, that's kind of important. Our sword is not poison. We need to make that happen. There we go. There's one right there. We could try and go in for the sneak attack with the dagger. I don't think that's wise. Yeah, see with the bow, we can like insta-kill that guy. We just killed one, and we got the attention of a second. The second is coming.
Where is everyone? Quick!
He doesn't even know we're here yet. You can tell because the swords aren't up.
Watch out! He must have fired from here.
That was close. Got him. We got 2 dead.
Hey, all of you, gather.
This one's got a shield. That's gonna be a big problem.
What are you doing here?
Or not. We'll just shoot him in the face. Okay. They said Doc Esther, so I think we killed all of them. Let's loot these and then we'll find her. Sounds like she's in the shed based on this key. Go ahead and pick their chest here, get some lockpicking XP, and maybe even some loot. No loot. We did get XP, though. And here will be where Esther's hiding.
Please.
They won't hurt you now.
However did you find me?
Florian told me where they took you.
I'm a fool. I thought he was just a dandy, God knows why. And it turns out he's a villain in league with thieves. And a coward, too. This whole time he knew where I was.
It's not Florian's fault. He was terrified they'd do something to you. They had him over a barrel.
You're right. Poor Florian must have been more scared than me.
I'd say so.
We should probably set off.
I'll go with her.
I'll go with you. I'd hate to lose you on the way.
Fast travel screen. Yeah, fast travel screen. Okay, we'll talk to Florian maybe next.
God's blessings. What can I do for you?
I found that Esther of yours.
I know! Back already. How can I ever thank you?
By telling me all about the goings-on with Rapota.
They found me in the tavern one evening. Caught me when I went to the ship pile. They started to badger me about working for them.
They?
Yes. Rapota.
Rapota.
And a knight they called Sir Jezhek.
And then
Sir Jezhek.
They explained what they wanted from me, and I told them to sod off.
Jezhek.
I'm guessing that didn't go down too well.
The next two
Wasn't
names
all
we
that
shall
bad.
kill.
They just threw me on the dung heap and left. I thought it was just a drunkard's joke. But then they took Esther.
Where will I find Rapota?
He's usually wherever I am.
What does that mean?
Well, you're here.
He watches me. Everywhere I go. And when I'm at home, he sits on the bench in the square, watching my house.
So he's there now?
Hard to say. Sometimes I see him in the tavern on the green, buying supplies.
All right. At least I know where to start. And you go to work tomorrow, you hear?
Why?
Because we have to lure him out. And besides, your master will surely be glad to see you.
I have my doubts.
Why didn't you tell anyone?
At first, I took it for a bad joke. And then, when they snatched Esther, there was nothing to be done.
I suppose I better go. I'd hate the bastard to get away.
Good luck, and thanks for the help. See you later.
Okay, one step closer. They said he sits at the bench or at the tavern. His name's Rapota. Is this him here? That's Gambler. The bench or the tavern? The tavern's here. That was Gambler. That's alehouse maid. That looks like an innkeeper. Florian. That's Florian. We know Florian. So he's usually where he is, so we'll follow Florian. Rapota, he's right here.
Are you Rapota by any chance?
Pardon me? Do we know each other?
No, but I'm hoping to change that.
Well, I don't have much time right now. I'd best be off.
It'll
No,
only take a moment.
you won't be off.
All right then. What do you want?
I know that you spy on Florian. I know you were involved in the kidnapping of the bath maid, and I know why you're doing it all.
It seems there's no point making excuses.
None. Now tell me where their workshop is.
Of course, of course. That will be the
You're
best
gonna run.
solution.
So?
Let's leave it for another time.
He's gonna run. Dude, I have Sprinter and Marathon Man. Where are you going?
No, I give up.
Okay, I thought he was gonna get on his horse. I was about to.
So, are you ready to talk?
He's so I can jump on that horse.
I will. Just don't hurt me, please. What do you want from me?
Tell me where the workshop is. Don't worry. Your master won't be punishing you for betraying him. You're both going to have too many other problems.
Both gonna be dead.
It's in the Skullet's mines.
That doesn't narrow it down very much.
On the eastern side of Skullet's Hill, there's an abandoned mine gallery. Well, It used to be abandoned. Now there's a small camp in front of it and the workshop is inside.
Who is your lord?
Sir Jezhek of Ronow. That's what he calls
Ronow.
himself, although Ronow
Jezhek of
Castle is
Ronow.
long gone.
What happened to it?
Ronow used to belong to Vincent, Count Lichtenberg. After his death it fell to Margrave Jobst, and he had it pulled down. He knew full well that Vincent's vassals would resist him.
Why? Everyone knows that when a lord dies without issue, the king can confer his estate on whoever he pleases.
But Vincent had descendants. Ronow only fell to the Margrave because he declared them all illegitimate. All because Vincent had refused to fight for him against Sir Prokop. Sir Jezhek led a revolt of the vassals.
I don't understand
but
this.
Jobst rounded them all up, only Sir
Too much
Jezhek
politics
got
for me.
away. Since then, he's become the scourge of the domain.
Who are you, anyway?
They call me Rapota. I used to be the executioner's henchman in Brno.
And how did you come to be serving Sir Jezhek?
I helped him escape from prison. If I was going to serve anyone, better Sir Jezhek than the executioner.
So you saw being a brigand's henchman as a step up in the world?
I thought if things changed and he stopped marauding, he might get Ronow back and take me into his service.
Well, after this little escapade, you can forget about that. You'll be lucky if you don't end up swinging on the gallows.
It's all the same anyway now. I've betrayed him.
So who's Sir Jezhek working for? Don't tell me he just took it into his head one day to start forging coins.
That's not for me to know. Sir Jezhek was on speaking terms with various lordships.
Such as?
We were often guests at the monastery, but I slept in the hayloft, so I heard nothing.
And apart from that?
In the camp, you'd occasionally see a Hungarian nobleman, but I don't know what he was doing there, or who he is.
I think I've heard enough.
Can I ask you something?
Yes?
I don't want to hang. It's a horrible death. I'd prefer you just kill me here and now.
Sounds good to me.
As you wish.
That's exactly what I wanted
Our
to do.
Father, who art in heaven.
Actually, I don't even have to use this. We can just use our knife. Clean up on aisle 3. Ooh, these are the shoes I wanted. He brought them to me. I was just talking about these. How can murder be wrong if I get rewarded for it? It doesn't look like it actually drops our noise, though. That's kind of crazy. The noise actually doesn't change. Even though ours is 12 noise, and these are 0. Not sure why that would be. I'm still happy to find them. Okay, what is our next quest now? We gotta go back all the way back up to Skalitz. This time, a little different than I expected. West of Murnhoyed. Where were we just at? We were... I think we went to this camp to free that Esther or whatever. So we're basically going back to the same place. Just go back up there. Except just continue straight instead of cutting through the woods. We also have an objective down here to secure Ulrich's help. Do we want Ulrich's help? Not really, to be honest. I think I prefer working on my own. Guess we're heading to the mines in Skalitz. We are not going to bring Ulrich with us. The quest said we could, but I don't know. I'm still iffy about him. I don't have good feelings. Like, I mean, for one, I've played this before, so I have information I shouldn't. But on the other hand, even if I didn't play this before, he's just been, like, fishy as hell as far as, like, he won't tell us his last name. He won't tell us who he works for. He tried to run from me, and then he lured me out of the inn to try and kill me, and then he made demands of me, and I don't know. He's just been nothing but, like, I don't know, annoying, I guess is the word. So I'd prefer to just do this alone. I don't think we need his help. I enjoyed just killing myself anyway. I don't need his help. I'm happy to go kill 30. I mean, you saw what I did in Pribyslavich. Did you say mercy? What was that?
Mercy, sir.
He did say mercy. What, can I help you?
Please, sir, help me.
What's happened to you?
I've walked all the way from Kuttenberg, but as you can see, I'm barefoot. My feet have frayed to the bone. Don't you have a strip of clean cloth for me, good sir? So
Bandage?
I can swathe my feet at
Sure.
least.
Hell yeah.
Wait, I'll see what I've got.
I have a bandage. I have way too many bandages because every time I kill someone, I take their bandages for some reason. You can have a bandage.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I seldom meet such a good Samaritan. God shall repay you.
Anytime. Take care now.
Sounds good to me. One bridge. Actually, that's the second bridge, I think. Oops. Ah. Now we take a right. We are right here. We gotta take a left at the fork and just continue straight and we'll find it. Oh, we got something here. Those are high-level bandits. They don't see me yet. High-level bandits and I think humans. Probably fighting each other. We're gonna kill. Those are all enemies, so I'm happy to fling arrows. Hey, we got one. We're gonna stay on our horse so we can move around a little bit better. We're not gonna be super effective, but if I get down there on foot, they're all gonna turn on us. We got plenty of arrows. Let's just fling arrows at them, let them kill each other. Should aim for humans. It looks like they're winning. We want the winners to have less people in their group, ideally. Yeah. I think they might be doll makered already. Okay, we'll try and lure this guy back to the group. I don't want to kill him over there. Can you come over here, my man? Oh, fuck it, we'll just do this. No reason to lure him. We can just do this. Oh, he's so heavy. This is quite the haul. Oh my. It's like Christmas. I think that's all of them. That was a lot of loot, man. Jesus Christ. One of my arrows at this shrine. Yeah, we're up to 394 pounds. Jesus. I wonder if any of that stuff was good. So this is the lesser... See, that's weird. Now ours is the gray color, and this one's the dark color. I don't know why that is. We are definitely in the quieter one. I like this darker color more. It's probably just because ours is dirty. I don't think it's that they're different colors. It's that ours is dirty and this one's clean. That's what it is. We found these Milanese plate pauldrons, but they're really fucking noisy. 2028. I think ours are 18.7, and they're a lot quieter. We might end up trying those if we repair them, but for now I'm not interested in it. Oh, that's shocking. Switching to leather gloves actually ups our noise. Even though the leather gloves are base 0. And our Milanese gloves are base 84 noise. The reason that happens is because we have padding, and I think padding can make the noise effect negative. Like if I take off my gloves, it literally makes my noise go up. It goes from 4 up to 6. We get noisier for not wearing gloves. Like wearing like small light pieces of armor that are stuffed is like, it gives you negative noise. So many corpses. So many corpses. Let's continue our journey here. Our horse is full. We are quite full as well, so we can't do too much more. But we're not going to go back. We're too close to the objective now.
Yeah.
Yep. There's the camp.
What's going on there?
Nothing. We might have to up our weight to value ratio here. Okay, let's get in there, man. That was a miss. But it'll draw their attention, which is fine. We got how many attentions? 3. Another miss. There's one in the camp. Kill the shirtless one.
Raise the alarm! Watch out!
Kill that shirtless one. I don't know why he's charging so quickly when his friends with shields are not.
What are you doing here?
Oh, he went.
Tired of
Would have
life?
missed anyway. I thought I was in his shield, but really missed. Okay, we got him. Switch.
Shit, leave me be. Enough.
Kill this one. Yeah, I always win, man. Don't matter if you give up or not. Well, let's head on in. Okay, we have a left and a right.
Who's there?
Which way are you guys yelling from?
What's that?
Hello?
What are you doing?
This way, okay.
Tired of life, are you?
2 of them, yikes.
I'll slaughter you!
God damn it, the other one hit me while I was waiting. I'm trying to back up, but I'm hitting the damn wall. That's a good hit. Is that Dollmaker?
God damn!
Yeah. Might be on the other one, though. It's not following the way. Yeah, he was Dollmakered.
Is that the best you can do?
Should probably give up. That way I can get a stealth XP. Won't give up. Ow. God damn it, I keep hitting the swing and Henry's not doing it. I don't think you can swing high in here. I think the ceiling's in the way. Just stab him. I was trying to swing over my head and it just kept not doing it. Guess we'll head the way they came from.
What's that? Hey!
Hello. He's running from us. Probably wise. Oh. It's going to a cutscene.
What do you want here? I don't know you.
I'm here at the command of the royal hetman, Sir Radzig Kobyla.
Radzig Kobyla, the king's hetman. I see.
I'm here to place you under arrest.
I gathered as much. And you came alone. Ha! Very daring of you, I must say.
Don't bother me none. You want to fight me?
7, 8, 9, 3 score.
I'll manage. Sometimes even a king can be deposed without an army.
So, I'm a king now, and you want to dethrone me? By the way,
No.
who betrayed me?
That hardly matters, does it?
Do you think I won't get a chance to settle up with them? But I hope you don't imagine I'm just going to follow meekly after you like a lamb to the slaughter.
And where would you want to go?
Anywhere. Anywhere else is preferable to Kobyla's dungeon.
Really? You can't go to Moravia. The Margrave himself is after you there. And in Bohemia, the kings may change, but the coin remains, my friend.
What do you mean?
Whoever gets to be king, they can't afford to have someone forging money.
Do you think I'm doing this on my own?
No, but when the kingdom's back in order, and it'll be time to shut this little operation down, they'll be only too happy to let you take the blame. Counterfeiting money gets no clemency.
It doesn't matter. Kobila will string me up from the highest tree in any case.
Maybe, but you're very shrewd and very persuasive. And you might know a few things that are worth more than your life. It's up to you. Either you give yourself up and try to make a deal with Sir Radzig, or you'll be on the run for the rest of your life.
No, or he'll die.
Sir Radzig. It's true they say he's a canny man.
If you cooperate, you stand a chance.
He definitely has a better
very
chance
well,
cooperating, that's
May
for
as
sure.
well climb straight into the maw of the beast.
So let's go. Master Fafar will be itching to ask you a few questions.
Well, I guess we don't get to loot that place because we're just going to TP out of there. That's fine, though.
Good work, Henry.
We're pretty full on loot.
Thank you, Master Fafar. It wasn't easy, I can tell you.
I'll take some men and have a good look around there.
And what should I do?
You should get some rest and go to Rattay. In the meantime, Sir Radzig will have this wretch questioned. Maybe he'll get something useful out of him.
All right. I'll see you in Rattay then.
Sounds good. It's a great outcome. There's a tourney today, apparently. How are we doing on that one quest? Is that updated yet? Nope. Just wait till the situation clears up. So our main quest is now back in Rattay. We also have the tourney, of course. This thing's still waiting to be cleared up. We have one to turn into Talmberg. That's kind of out of the way. Well, I think we're going to call that the end of this episode. I'm not sure what we'll do next time. The main quest is saying to go back to Rattay, so we'll probably do that. But I am tempted to do some side quests as well. We might do some side quests on the way to Rattay. Yeah, maybe we'll do... This one's not important. But this one, what this is, if you ever don't pick up a quest item, it gets like put in a special spot for you. We didn't, there's three shed keys to get that bathmaid lady. And I took one of them and I left the other two because we don't need 3 copies of the key. And that's it's like telling me where to get the other 2 copies, that we don't need. So we can just ignore that for now. We'll probably do that just to get rid of this quest, but it's not important. We should see Teresa. We might do that before we talk to the guy. And I think this is what we'll do on the way back, that Nightingale quest. Which I can't turn on, but I can turn that off. Yeah, Nightingale quest is kind of on the way because we're in Sasau and we're heading to Rattay. It's literally right between them. So we'll do the Nightingales on the way back to Rattay, and then perhaps we'll even talk to Teresa, depending on what time we get back. And then we also got a bunch of shit to sell. We'll sell as much as we can. I'll probably sell a bunch of stuff between episodes, or maybe I'll put a little bit in the beginning of next episode of me selling. I'll probably just do it off camera, honestly. I just gotta sell all that crap we've been looting between Sasau and Rattay. All the merchants at both of them. Anyway, well, I'm rambling. We'll figure all that out next time. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day or night or whatever, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.